So I'm going in with my fine coarse drill bit and removing all of the product. It's a safety drill bit, non-round, that I got from my local beauty supply. Absolutely love it because it allows me to get into all the nooks and crannies without possibly cutting the client. Now I have my sanding band and I'm going in removing any type of lifting that I see, as well as getting any dead skin off that nail bed. Of course, I have it set at a very low setting as to not damage or burn the client's nail bed, because that's not cool. Now this little drill bit I got at also my local beauty supply. Actually, no, I didn't. I got it off of Amazon. I could not find it at my local beauty supply, but it is amaze balls. Absolutely love it. I'm coming right in with my nippers and I'm nipping all that cuticle skin off so we can have some pretty girl nails. I'm making pretty hands over here. Now this was a 4 to 5 week feel, so she works heavily with her hands and the shaping was really off. So just going in with my Tammy Taylor filer and crisping that shape up nice and sharp. That's just how we like it, so we can get some good scratching in. Real talk. Getting the dust off of there and out of my way. The dust gets on my nerves. Just going in with my local beauty supply dehydrator. Nothing special. I like to do it 2 times to make sure that natural nail bed is good and dry and oil free. Then some primer, and starting off with my Nail Supply Glamour Crystal Pink. That's what she originally had on. I absolutely love this. And that nail brush is my brand new Kiara Sky number 14. Oh my gosh, that brush is the absolute truth. I did not know what a good nail brush was until I got this brush. Definitely worth the money. Absolutely love it. It just quickened my process, because not gonna lie, right now it's still taking me a while to do sets, so I'm definitely taking all suggestions and tips to decrease my time while still offering quality service. But you can see, just going in, filling in those spaces. When I'm doing my fills, sometimes the natural nail will have chipped. If it chips on the bottom part of the nail, I'll go in and fill that so that we can obviously have straight, strong nail bed. Well, not a nail bed, but foundation, so that it does not later break off on the client, because again, that's not cool. But yeah, absolutely love this brush. It allows for a super fast application and for me to not flood those cuticles. So yeah, super awesome. So sometimes I do have to go back and fix some spots, but that's okay, because we don't want nobody leaving out unhappy, lumpy, bumpy, lopsided nails. The important thing is it's caught and you fix it. But with practice makes perfect. This can be corrected with your general application over time. I'm telling myself that. That's what I'm telling myself. Now I'm going in again with my Tammy Taylor file, peel and stick file. Let me just put that out there. And I'm crisping the shape of those nails. Even though I had previously done it, we did, I didn't do like a full lay all around. But, you never know. So, just going in there and shaping those nails up so we can have some good back scratching nails already. Now, I saw this little hack. Well, I won't say it's a hack. I saw another nail tech that I follow do this. I'm not gonna lie, it has helped me tremendously, which is using my sanding band to smooth out my nails. Unless I have a bunch of acrylic that I need to use, I generally won't go back with my fine coarse drill bit as of late, because it's probably how I'm drilling and the pressure. It was leaving lines and grooves. Then I had to go back and re-smooth out the lines and grooves after I had kind of balanced it, and it just seemed like a lot of work. This has cut down for me a lot of work. Every now and then I do still have to use it if I may have laid too much acrylic on my side and I really need to file the product off. But this is really helped me. It does give it like a gritty texture afterwards, but it takes away and smooths out the lumps so easily for me. Different strokes for different folks, but this has really worked for me. I cannot say that enough. Worked for me. But try it, see if it works for you. If you have an issue with grooves, I'm pretty sure, again, that it's probably how I'm holding the drill. But I don't have a nail mentor, so I tend to just kind of wing it. Another note, get you a nail mentor. Because when you ain't got nobody looking sold on stuff, sometimes it can be really frustrating and discouraging. Especially for the self-taught. I did go to school, but we don't speak on that. I'm licensed. They got me licensed. Thank you, school, for getting me licensed. That was about it. Now just buffing it, making it nice and smooth, getting it ready for the design aspect and everything. And then after I buff, I need to send my client off to scrub all the ickies and wash those hands. Alright, so she's back and going to go in with a matte top coat. Nope, guess I'm not. So I'm using a gel liner to do this little heart design. I'm gonna be honest, in the beginning I really was not sure what I was going to do, so I didn't know if I wanted to leave it open, if I wanted to fill in the colors. So I was just trying to make my hands look busy, and then I was like, oh, okay, I'm just going and filling the colors because that's easier. She wanted a Mardi Gras Valentine theme nail, so I was like, okay, let's do Mardi Gras colors with a Valentine's theme. Like, off the dome, that's pretty much the best that I could do. But I think the design turned out really, really pretty. She liked it. I liked it. So that's all that really matters. These gel liners I got off of Amazon. Amazon, my friend, y'all. It is Rajm, Rarjsm. I know I butchered that, but that's how it sounds. Then I'm going in with a D&D gel polish that I just bought. It is 242 Powder Pink. And oh my gosh, I'm so in love with it. First of all, it don't look nothing pink about it. It looks like a shimmery purple, but it was just so cute, and I just had to use it. I did get this from my local beauty supply, which was way cheaper than trying to get it online. Like, I love my local beauty supply. They really didn't help me through this nail process. So, going in, doing the design, going in with a second coat of that D&D because we really want that color to shine through. Let your soul glow. If you're 80s baby, you know what I'm talking about. So I did not know that I was off camera. So forgive me when I'm off camera. I tried to keep looking so that I can make sure that I was not off camera and you guys could see the designs. So I'll be honest, I'm not the super best at freestyling. So I'll have a design and then I'll change the design and then I'm yeah. I can do the freestyles, but they don't come as fast as and easy to me. Again, something that I have to work on. But I'm just going in and making some little hearts. Just using a green gel polish. And also using a gold. It's little green and gold hearts. But I think just due to my own bad lighting that you can't really see it. Bummer. But you'll see it in the finished design and turn out really pretty. So I'm taking that same green and I'm just aligning the heart. So about this point, I kind of know what I'm gonna do, but I'm kind of still winging it. So yeah. Sometimes I'll go in and make corrections and the correction makes it worse. And then I have to go in and correct the correction. And sometimes it happens 2 or 3 times. Womp, womp, womp. But we did go ahead and get it right. Get it right. Get it right. Get it tight. I'm going in with the gold gel liner. This is also from Rajm. The Rajm gel liner set that I got on Amazon. The gold and that purple. The green is not. It was not included in the collection that I purchased anyways. But I absolutely love this gold liner. I be using it on everything. I put that shit on everything. But I do use it a lot. It's a gold liner. It's there. I need it. But yeah, just going in. See, that's what I mean with that corrected thing. What I just corrected 3 times. It's probably fine the first time. So, here's what happened. I actually tried to record me putting all these diamonds on, and it was all off, out of view. So, sorry. But I'm using, this gel or diamond gel that I'm using, I originally got it from Wish some years ago, and then I saw other people that will not be named with the same exact bottle. I was like, what? But it had a different label on it. Okay, that's fine. But I absolutely love it. It works amazing. So I went in, used it, then I go back, secure it. My top coat that I use, which I use 2 top coats, they are from Bella Vina. One is a matte If you want like a really soft matte looking top coat at an affordable price, I really recommend their matte top coat. It's in a white bottle with brown writing. Man, this stuff it's legit. I don't got a link for them because again, I got it at my local nail supply store. I'm also using the same Bella Vena top coat, and it's pretty shiny. You know what I'm saying? It does what I need it to do at the moment. For the prices I charge, it does what I need it to do. Like, it gives a nice good shine, a shiny hose. Look at it, looking wet. Have it looking wet and sticky icky. But yeah, just going in between the diamonds and putting that wonderful top coat over and securing it around the diamonds, you know, because I want them to last and stuff. And yeah, doing that. Just using my top coats. That's the matte top coat by Bella Vena. And also the shiny top coat is also by Bella Vena. But yeah, just going in and cleaning up, making it nice and glassy matte because that pink gives it like a jelly see-through frost. So yeah, really like that. Now going in with my own Claw by Mo cuticle oil, all natural vitamin E, no nut oil, no almond oil, myrrh, lavender, 100% all natural. $5, holla at me. Keep them cuticles looking nice when they use them, when my clients use them. A lot of times they don't. Here's the finished product. I really liked how the set turned out, and the client absolutely loved them. I love the beautiful polish. I love it. Thank you. Stick with me, subscribe, and yeah, push the notification button. Okay.